This film is brought to you by the Community Child Protection Exchange. Being inclusive.
Hi, I am Patrick and I've been a child protection worker in the community for many years. Along the way, I've learned a few lessons that I want to share with you. One of the things I learned as I tried to work alongside the community was that there were always some people left out of the meetings and workshops. Often these were the young people, the old and the disabled. I started to ask why. I wanted to tell you a story that helped me understand how power works to exclude some people. It was a very hot day in the village. A mother and a son walked to the bench and sat down to wait for the bus to town. The village teacher walked up to the bus stop, greeted the mother and sat down too. Then along came the village businessman. He was also going to town. They waited and the sun got hotter and hotter. Then the local community leader arrived. He was also going to catch the bus. Did you notice in the story, the mother and her child were pushed off the bench and made to sit in the sun? I learned that the people most often left out were those who had the least power and status in the community. These included the poorer people, children, old people, people with disabilities, and often youth too. No one thought they had anything useful to say. We had to find ways to make sure we listened to their voices. Here are some ideas we have used to make sure we included everyone. Holding small discussions with older people separately from the younger members of the community can work very well. In many communities, youth are ignored and often just seen as a problem. This photograph is from a project in Uganda where young people make role plays to teach children about staying healthy. Drama is a wonderful way to involve young people. Involving people with disabilities is also important. So often they are invisible in our communities. It is possible to find ways to include young people with disabilities in the work you do in the community. This photograph shows a young woman who uses a wheelchair participating in a school discussion group. You can find out more about how to work in an inclusive way in a toolkit on the community-led cp.org website. That's all for now. Remember, be inclusive.